Hello Pisces, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general reading, a general life reading, going forward for the next while. And I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so let's see what we have coming in for you. So I normally pull 3 house placements. So this will be areas of experience that you will come up now in the next while. So the first one we got is the 9th house. So this is normally associated with international travel or long distance travel, but it can also be studying. It can also be to do with spiritual things. It can be spiritual travel, like going on a vision quest or a yoga journey or something to do with that, finding yourself and so on. It can also be that. But it can also be to do with aspects of understanding certain things. So this can come through the further education and study, which can be university or adult education. It can also be through the understanding or the application of philosophy and religion and belief systems. So this is where the spiritual side also does come in. It's also about the law, understanding the law, and also the higher courts come into the 9th house. It also is to do with your intuitive processes and everything to do with that. So take it as it resonates. If you are involved in that or interested in that, then that may apply for you. Otherwise, the learning or the adventure and the exploration and the travel aspect. It can also be adventure of the mind or exploration of the mind, which is, through the philosophy and the perhaps understanding concepts, whether they're philosophical or legal. And then obviously the learning as well. It could also be learning law, if that is the case for you. Now, in some cases, it can also be to do with your in-laws, if you have any, something to do with that as well. But it's also to do with sort of like your seeking of truth, your going forward into that. It can also be to do with teaching or publishing, writing things. So some of you may be in that area. If you want to study, it could be journalism. It can also be to do with promotional work or PR, like promotion of your things or promotion of something you've done, or something related to that. Now, at the bottom, we've got here Capricorn, I use, and then at the top, we've got Freya, bold. So there's some sort of bold action required in this house. You may be planning for something. With the Capricorn energy, this is normally about strategy, structure, systems, planning, having a goal, and being ambitious about it and very determined and diligent about achieving that. It can also be about maturity. So it could be that some aspect of this 9th house is about maturity. It's about, could also be business related. Maybe you're studying business things or you're learning more about business in order to promote yourself or to promote something that you're doing. It's also about making very valuable contacts at this time. So this is to do with people that you may meet on your travels, or other influential contacts that you may make as you go along. But it's a very business oriented. It's about corporate climbing or something to do with that as well. That may be relevant for you. So it could be career related, and there may be travel, or it's to do with publishing or teaching, whatever the situation is. Could even be legal, as I said. But this is about building something, laying a foundation, actually, moving forward with determination towards something. And it's building up, but it's also about meeting contacts and meeting valuable people who can help you in your life. And then with Freya Bold, we've got unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. So I do feel that travel or some sort of, something that you're wanting to initiate in the 9th house, whether it's study or travel or a business, or you're wanting to write something, or you just want to initiate or launch something. It's saying be bold. Life is an adventure. And, this is about, she's got wings on her helmet. So this is about going for it, really just going forward. But you will need a plan or a strategy or some kind of foundation in which to, formulate things. But she's saying be bold, all right? Don't allow things to hold you back. Friday is named after her. It's a very bold, progressive energy, forward motions, almost like a chariot energy. It can also be announcing something as well. She's got a horn there. So this could be promotional work, as I said, or teaching or publishing something. So something to do with that. The cat there is for independence and wisdom. So, and intuition as well. But it can also be about a sort of a flirtatious energy as well. Very vivacious, outgoing, bold energy, loving your body, loving where you are, and just promoting. Oh, gosh, sorry, that's my kitty. Promoting something, or actually, giving wings to something that you are wanting to get out into a wider domain. I'm just going to let her out. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, so I do feel that there's some sort of adventure or some sort of expansion which is occurring in the 9th house, but it's something that you need to kind of initiate at this time. We do also have the bottom of the fairy tarot is Princess of Autumn. So this is studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. So this could be you, and this is somebody who's very learned or likes learning, enjoys an application of learning in some way, shape or form. She's got a lot of books there. And it says here, happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So I do feel this ties in with this 9th house. So you're going to get some results, something coming in. Perhaps it's something you've been waiting for. And that's going to help you move forward in some way, from a learning perspective, or some sort of promotion that you want to, move ahead with. It could be a book deal or something to do with publishing or teaching, whatever the situation is, learning application of the law, legal things. So all of these do come in, but it's saying that it's a very progressive energy from a learning point of view and from an understanding more concepts, a gaining of wisdom. And needing a little push to get going. So this is why I feel you have the Freya bold energy here. So be bold. Don't let things hold you back. Go for it. Okay. Very important. Sell yourself, market yourself, do whatever you have to do to push yourself forward, because there's very good things for you on the other side. Now, then we have the 3rd house. So this could tie in with this. The 3rd house is to do with contracts and documents as well. So you could be waiting for something to do with that. It can also be to do with hearing things, so news or receiving news, which is mentioned here. It can also be about research and finding out information, using the electronics or the internet to do that, the exchanging of ideas. All forms of communication fall in under the 3rd house. So everything to do with communication, written, verbal, discussions with others, talking about things, and also, as I said, hearing things. It can also be to do with short excursions. So you may be going on an excursion of some sort at this time, but it can also be to do with your vehicle and traveling like that, with maps and cars and so on. So it could be a little bit of an excursion which requires a bit of planning. It can also be to do with, as I said, electronic and internet related things. So anything to do with that can also fall in under the 3rd house. Also it's got a social aspect to it. You may be talking to other people. It could be somebody that you are seeing at this time, like a relationship, or it could be family members. Family members do come in under this. Now, this can be general relatives like aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings also come in, and then neighbors may also be coming in. And there's something to do with your home, so that could very well be the case. Now, we do also have the fairy tarot. The card that popped out is the 6 of summer. So children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So this house is also about perception. And it's obviously got family members. It could be friends. It could be people that you're meeting socially that you have had some sort of association with in the past. And it could also be about nostalgia and memories and things like that. So with this, this is an emotional, sort of, nostalgia, sentimentality, things like that, from your earlier years. But it can also be about discerning what is actually true from a memory and what is not. Because, as I said, you may be looking at something a little bit differently. You may hear something from somebody else and their perception of the situation or what happened is different to yours. Okay. So try and discern, what is actually true and what is not, and come to some kind of discernment from that. But it could also be that you are hearing news about something that occurred in your childhood or somebody that you used to know. You could be hearing news or receiving news about that, or you could be seeing it on social media. Okay. Now, in the third house, we also have Taurus, and we have Isis past life. So the Isis past life, this situation involves your past life memories. It can be a past life connection that you are sort of meeting in the third house. So this can be socially, or you could be seeing somebody. It could also be connected to family members, but it can also be from your childhood. So it's either earlier in your life or a past life, but there's a deep connection somehow to this person or to this situation. There's something deep in there. The aspect of this is just to not allow a past fear, or inhibition, to rise up and hold you back. So this could be like a wounding, or it could have been sort of something that hurt you a little bit, or something that happened which now has kind of made you almost like stuck or unable to move on from something, or you just are preferring to stay in a safe position because of something that occurred that has, it's preventing you from moving forward. And she's saying that whether it's a past life, that generally comes through as a feeling, either a flash of intuition, and being a Pisces, you will have that. You will have your instincts and your dreams, and you'll be able to look in to that. But it could also be just feeling uncomfortable about something and not really being sure why, or it's directly connected to a memory from earlier on in your life. And I'm quite sure you will know about it. And then you can connect to that. If need be, you can also get a past life regression or see a hypnotherapist and see if they can pinpoint this feeling for you, if it is enough to hold you back from moving forward. At the bottom, we have got Taurus, I have. So this can mean either that you are stuck, and that you are, sort of staying in a very safe position, and you're just avoiding moving forward or avoiding tackling something because it was painful in the past, and you would rather stay in a safe position and just keep on with something as is. It could also be to do with something related to money, maybe coming up with this as well. You may be wanting to move you may have wanted to move forward with something, and you just are just not feeling, you don't, Taurians like, it's a fixed sign, it's an earth sign, they don't like change, all right? So it could be that. It could also be that it is related to moving forward in some way to do with a monetary matter. So this can be the accumulation of money or the building up, or it could be striking out in a new direction. And because it could be that you're hearing about something, or somebody's coming to you with a proposal, or you're receiving a contract and a document, whatever it may be. And you're kind of feeling safe where you are, and you just feel that you may not have what it takes to move forward or to change something in some way. So it could be that. But it could also be that the converse of that is that you are coming to stability of some sort. So it could be that you are hearing something or receiving news, or you're talking to somebody, and whatever it is going to settle something for you. It's going to settle this feeling of nostalgia or sentimentality, or an issue with a past event, or a past life. And it's going to kind of settle you, make you feel a bit more stable, or just grounded in some way. The Taurian energy is normally very grounding, very brings in stability. But it's also about materialism and building up things. And sometimes that can become too much, It's also about your self-worth and your value systems, what you value in your life. And it could be that you need to make a decision about what is important to you now, and what is going to be important to you moving forward, and how can you grow something with whatever you're going to create, or wherever you're going, or whatever you're changing. What are you going to be able to grow and create from that? Now we have also got the second house coming in here. So second house is connected to Taurus. Taurus is the, normally the second house is related to Taurus. So this again is about your possessions, what you own, and your value systems, and also money, your income, how that's coming into you. And it's also to do with your self-worth, and that's all connected to that. So as I said, somewhere along the line, you may have had a wounding or some kind of event that occurred, and it's prevented you from moving forward, or it's kind of left its mark on you. Okay. And you have a fear, perhaps you feel that you will lose security, or you won't feel secure in some way, or something to do with that. Or it could be that you have, there are material possessions which are leaving you now, or you're changing something. It could be property related, land related. You could either be going into that or changing something. In other words, releasing something and bringing something new in. But it's connected to property, land, or material possessions and things that you own. So like vehicles, and all your material possessions, everything to do with that comes in. Again, security and your self-worth is kind of tied up in that as well. Or it could be income related, especially if you're changing something. It could be career related, or it could be to do with something that you are going to be moving forward or want to move forward with in the ninth house. So this could be a goal of yours. Or it could be travel, or something that you're wanting to move forward with, which has the potential to bring, something towards you, and that is going to boost your financial side, however it comes in for you. But there's some kind of decision, there's some kind of weighing up and forward movement required here. But you just need that push. Okay. You just need a push to go forward. In the second house, we do have the South Node coming in. We've got the South Node, and then we've also got Irene Peace coming in. So with the South Node, normally it's saying that something needs to be discharged, something needs to be let go of, and it's usually attached to the past, because you need to leave the past behind in order to move forward. So that's already been coming up. You could have just been feeling a bit stuck, or you may need to divest yourself of certain assets or certain like possessions. You need to divest yourself. Perhaps you're going on picking up your passport and traveling somewhere, or you're just relocating in some way, and you need to let go of things in order to bring in a new thing, because an ending is usually associated with the South Node. So this can be like an ending to do with unfinished business or something that was unresolved. Now that, as I said, could come in with the past life. So this could be something that was that's just been hanging around, or it's from your childhood, something that kind of needed to be resolved or settled. Okay, so it could be that, and facing that, dealing with it, be bold, sort it out. It could also be a relationship, and this affects your self-worth. Perhaps you are meeting somebody from the past, somebody coming in, and you need to reorient yourself to do with that. So it could be that things have changed dramatically since then, and now there's a new level of awareness coming in for you and the other person, whatever the relationship may be, and the past has to be let go of so that you can move forward, that you can both move forward. They could also be giving you news or information which settles something for you as well. But it can also be about ending something. So like a door is closing, and now you need to move forward into something new. And as I said, you're going to just need a bit of a push in order to do that. And you may have just a few memories or nostalgia or something which is kind of lingering and it's holding you back. You need to deal with it and dispatch it, let it go. It can also be in some cases like a turning point or an epiphany descends on you. Something comes to you and you realize now what it is that you need to do and the path that forward, and you just need that push to go forward. It could also be a self-worth issue. It could be that your self-worth has been in the past, something occurred, and now this is you're having an epiphany or a turning point, and you are letting go of that self-worth issue, something that perhaps you're moving past it now and you're moving forward into the future. We've also got Irene Peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Okay, so this is a beautiful card. There's children there, there's happiness there, there's abundance there. And so just come back to this and know that things are working out, but do all you can to resolve, finish, clear away, end, dispatch It's also about emotional baggage, letting go of emotional baggage. Okay, let go of things that are weighing you down. This can be too much materialism or things that are heavy, burdens. Let go of those so that you can free up your energy to move forward in a new way or change something to give yourself a new perspective in some way. Now, we have got Vesta here. So Vesta, your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So I do feel this is connected here. You may be letting go of a home or a place where you have been and you're going somewhere else because you've got contracts and documents here. You've got possessions here. You've got property, real estate. And you've also got some sort of adventure or exploration and excursions, travel. It could also be foreign things. You could be going somewhere foreign. All sorts of foreign things come in with the 9th house. This can be import and export. Anything foreign or foreign related can also be coming in. So it could be that you are changing something now, but it's going to be for the better. It's really going to help you. So either somebody in your 3rd house, it could be a family member is leaving now, or some sort of shift or change, or somebody is coming in. And it's going to improve your household situation, your home situation. You could be renovating something. You could be going into a new place or coming out of a place and going somewhere else, relocation, whatever is right for you. But something is changing in your home environment and it's for the better. And then we also have here the fire element. So I do feel that this is where you're going to get your push. Okay. The fire element coming in is saying, what do you desire? And, go after that, all full speed ahead. Okay. So this is kind of like a clearing of the decks. It's, starting anew or a fresh beginning or a new start, which has already come in with the South Node. So if the past is leaving and something new is coming in, something is ending, and now you've got the opportunity to go after something which is important to you. You're either planting new things from a scorched earth policy, or you may have burnt a few bridges, whatever, you may have closed some doors, but this is all about new things. And these changes are going to be very quick, very quick indeed. Okay. So something is going to come in to move you forward. But you just need to follow it. Be enthusiastic. The fire element normally does that. It stokes up the fires of enthusiasm or passion. This could be for a person, as I said. This could be somebody coming into your life at this time. You may know them either from earlier on in your life, or it could be from a past life. So this is like stoking the fires up. This is enthusiastic, go get 'em energy. This is no nonsense energy as well. All right, cards on the table. This is what I want. This is what I expect. I need to move forward now. Let's go, you know, and it's got that energy about it, but it's a turning point, some sort of, as I said, an epiphany or a realization. And now you need to reorient yourself and then move forward from there. Now, whether this is, as I said, to do with a home or property or your possessions, however it is, something is changing and you're now going in a new direction.